Hello there, guys. How you guys doing? This is Heyoka Empath Tarot doing your mid-April reading for all my Leos out there. Thank you so much. Let me connect to all your energies. Let me know what I need to tell you guys regarding your life. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. If you like what I do, guys, please subscribe to the channel, share the messages. The more you guys subscribe, the more it allows my messages to go out there in the world. So that enough will make me happy in terms of how I do my gifts and my blessings. So, Girl with the Snake came out. I do feel like you're literally looking for a new relationship. You're looking for a way out of your pain, way out of feeling the way you're feeling. Because Leo, you're still avoiding the conversation that you need to have with someone. And the only way that you're going to feel liberation is if you face it 100%. It doesn't matter how the outcome happens. It's the fact that you're willing to try and face whatever it is that you're holding yourself back. Because whenever you're holding yourself back, it's not hurting anyone else but you. It's gonna stun your growth. In your perception of how you view the life. So wedding ring is the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're really trying to figure out what you want in your life. And you want this to end so that you can have new beginnings, but you're not willing to deal with whatever it is that you want to deal with. You have to confront your fear. I'm really feeling like so it really is up to you. It really is up to you, Leo. Do you want to finally feel free? Do you want to feel like you are riding on a roller coaster and there's no anything that's going to prevent you from having fun? Well, the only way that's going to happen is if you actually start really trying to grow up, grow out of the phase that you've been staying in, the energy that you've been staying in. The people around you aren't good. They're never going to take you to places that you want to go. Really connecting to someone that loves Dr. Seuss. But it is this moment now is the time to really take back control of your life and stop worrying about what it is that you shouldn't be worrying about, because the only thing that you have control is your emotions. You can't control what people say. You can't control what people do, but you can control how you allow that to affect your life. Because I feel like you've been wearing a mask for a long time, or you've been hiding yourself. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this situation. You're doing it to yourself. You're deceiving yourself. If you think by not dealing with whatever it is, your problems, if you think by marrying or having sex with people or doing drugs or whatever the case is, that's going to help numb the pain, it's not. It's going to only amplify it. And it may lead to other undesirable outcomes, maybe your death or anything like that. Because the coffee came out. So when are you gonna finally choose you? When are you gonna say to yourself that it's time for me to start making some changes? Now it's time for me to put down that bottle. Maybe it's my time to stop hanging out with the riffraff. When are you gonna win? And I feel like you say that to yourself every day, but it's so simple. Making little changes in your daily routine will really impact your whole entire day. And I can't really express it that much, but you need to confront what it is that by confronting it and overcoming it, it will finally feel like you're finally going to go over this hill finally, or persevere through that current. And this is for someone from your past. I don't know what it is. It's always, I don't know if it's the same people I connect to, but you still haven't confronted them. You're still lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself that you're okay. Everything's okay. I don't need to do anything different because everything that I'm doing now is great. Really? I'm not really sensing anything great in your life right now. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys. Talking to you guys. I don't really feel like drinking all day long or having multitude of partners, because those decisions right there are going to lead to other bad choices that are going to also impact your livelihood. Or you're realizing that now that everything that you've done is impacting your life. If you don't want to get the help that you need, then you need to find someone that you need to talk to. Because if you don't change these antics, there's going to be something that's going to be that you something's going to happen to you that you can't take back. And I mean like a disease. I don't want to say HIV, but it could be that, or you could end up hospitalized. You could go to a mental hospital. Wow, that's really dark. I've done tarot readings for a long time, but I've never actually felt. I mean, readings for people are different when I'm doing it on camera, but the fact that I felt all that right then and there, because like remember, I am an empathic empath. So whatever energy I'm sensing, I'm just pulling out of. It's like I'm pulling it out of a hat. You don't feel like you're succeeding. You feel like that everything you're doing is keeping you caged in a box. You need to make very soon. You're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna have to make a decision whether you're going to confront whoever it is that you're hiding from and creating this fake facade of yourself, or you're going to continue doing that. And it's going to lead to more bad news in your life where you may end up dead. And this could be how Leo feels about themselves too. I feel like the reason why you haven't confronted is you're afraid. You're afraid of letting people in. You're afraid of letting people get too close to you. And that's why you do what you do. You've had people that have been close to you before, but you 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 sprung them away. You pushed them away. And I feel like you want them back in your life in some weird way. All right. Let's get into the reading. And it all stems back to fear. Look at this. Fear. Last stand. This is the last time that you're going to have the chance to actually. I'm not saying that you'll never have another chance to fix your life. No, you always have multitude of chances. But this is your last time. And you feel like this might be your last hope in clearing the air with somebody. Because I do feel like it deep down in my heart that you do want to clear some air. And I'm not talking about dirty laundry, I'm talking about air. Because if I split the deck right now, Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And that's the frightening thing is that you found something that was healing you, was healing you. And you're realizing it the longer you're away from it, the longer that your life feels like it's going to end abruptly. But this is all up to you. What do you want for yourself? What do you want to come out? What outcome do you really truly value for yourself? Because there's some hesitation. There's really some hesitation, and you're feeling it. You're feeling it all the way. You know, with the Knight of Wands being here in your reading, one could say that it symbolizes great hope even when one is facing many problems that threatens to make them lose their balance. You know, one's life is important. Your life is very important, Leo. If you don't see that, then you're already lost as it is. And I'll leave it alone. But you have to understand when things that we go through in life, one's life undergoes too many trials. But sometimes at the end of the road or the end of the tunnel, through your determination and will, you can overcome any obstacle that you're facing in your life. Because at the end of the day, it's all for the betterment of you. Sometimes you win battles. Sometimes you don't. You're still processing. You're still stewing. Don't lose sight of what it is that you're trying to go through. Don't feel like you have to go through it alone. And that's probably what you're coming to the conclusion now, that you need someone with a clear, level head to really tell you what you need to hear. And it's funny because it's the person that you've been avoiding this whole time. And you're afraid that they're not going to even answer your call. There are still more trials that every single person faces. That's why you can't stop learning. You can't stop growing. No matter how old you come, you're always processing. You're always going through the motions. You need to always continuously grow. You're always constantly learning till you're dead. The one thing I want to say about the Knight of Wands before I get to the other cards is that sometimes we need this card as a sign of hope and encouragement that you should face your trials with courage so that you can finally see it for your own eyes and your own perspective and change. You've been going through the motions. You've been going through all the chaos, all the cravings, whatever it is you're going through. You've been betrayed. You kind of feel like you can't trust anyone you have mistrustful towards others. And you feel like it's going to be hopeless. The situation's hopeless. Why am I going to reach out to this person? They hate me. You don't know that. You don't truly know that. You're just lying to yourself. If you put enough work, if you work on your shadow work and you persistently work at the hard work, that's called self-improvement. Love isn't always going to be easy. People that you hurt are, some of them will forgive you right on the back. Others, it takes time. But if you have the will and determination to persistently work at it and let them know that you want to change, they will give you the time and day. You are completely exhausting yourself. You're draining yourself. You're feeling so much financial pressure. There's so much you can do. Give yourself a win. Give yourself a win. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked, but let's see. So, Leo, please find the courage to really figure out what it is for yourself, because you're going to keep at it and at it and at it until there's no more. But I do feel like you have this urge to have this desire to reconcile with someone from the past. But you're not sure if it's the right course because you're stuck. You feel stuck. If forgiveness takes time, but it's also continuously working at it and improving yourself every day. Self-improvement is the key to your salvation. Yeah, I'm going to read the reading like that. But Leo, I'm telling you, if no one's telling you so far, you can do it. I have faith that you will prevail at whatever obstacle that is that you're going through right now. Just so you know, there are people out there, even the ones that don't talk to you, that do care about your self-being, that care about your well-being. Thank you so much, Heyoka and Peptero. I'll leave the reading like that. Thank you.